Live. Going live.
Live.
I don't know if
Live.
can anybody see? Can you see it? I don't know. Going live. Anyway, this is a short one. Somebody, if my brother Whiskey Wars come up, it's great. But I've been incognito. I've been missing for a minute.
Where have you been?
I've been under the weather. My homeboy text me. This is great about technology. You can be streaming live, and so I'm like, "What's up?" I'm like, "No, I'm doing a with B." Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Man, let me pour a little bit of. I don't know if anybody's in the cloud, anybody's here. It's all good. Today I'm gonna drink some of this Booker's Bardstown. It's been a minute. I was having some headaches, so I was resting a lot. Decided to, what do you call it? Just recover and get your body fresh. And now I feel it's time to destroy it again. Yeah. You've had it, so tell me what you think about it, B.
Because of the first pop when I opened it.
Good for me.
It reminded me of a cinnamon gummy bear.
Mm-hmm. Cinnamon gummy bear. Hey, what's going on, Brother Sean? What's going on with you? So yeah, cinnamon gummy bear. It was live fire whiskey. What's going on? Shout out to all of you. You know what? So anybody ever want to hop on? I will put put it in the chat. Please, somebody want to talk to me? We can talk.
What do you think about the nose?
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Cinnamon. It's been a minute, man. Been a minute.
Like a house of cinnamon.
You said a house of cinnamon?
Yeah, that's what I like cinnamon. And you know that you get the brown sugar, but mainly you get cinnamon.
Smells good though. I'm actually enjoying it. Like sometimes I wish candles smell like this.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, let me take a sip. Ooh, it's good. You know what's so crazy? I'm gonna tell people if you don't know. I mostly eat meat, but for I say 2 or 3 weeks, I started to get headaches. I'll never get headaches. It was rough. So I was like, man, maybe I changed what I'm eating. But I think because I was rushing. So what happened? When you ain't got a lot of time, I started ordering pizza, and I was eating pizza and cheese, all this stuff I normally don't eat. And I was like, man, maybe able to doing work around the neighborhood, work around the house, and there was a lot of noise, so I wasn't getting good sleep, and I'm having headaches. I'm like, man, I'm gonna just start sleeping more. He said, what I'm pouring tonight? This is what I'm pouring tonight, brother. This is what it is right now. My friend is texting me. Yeah. It's kind of, this is so dope. Yes. Yes. And have conversations. Yeah. That's what it is. I think this is really good, man.
Yeah.
Really fantastic, scary good.
And the proof is...
Go for it. We can hear you.
Let's see, put on my glasses and see. Sometimes
This one read?
Look at 125.
Yeah, I knew it was something like that because I thought it said 69.
25.
Yeah, I thought I said that. It said 62.75% alcohol. So you double that. 120. Double it. Yeah. What's up? Hold on, let me add my brother Sean to the stream.
What's going on, guys? How we doing?
Hold on, I cannot hear. It's me. I can't hear you.
Can't hear me.
Can't hear you. Is it me? Hold on. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's not you. Maybe it's me. Give me a second. Yeah, it's me.
Okay, can you hear me now?
I can hear you now.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I pumped some vitamins into myself. Took some emergency and a bunch of other crap. Give myself a little energy. Got a little bit of headache going, but I'll be all right.
Oh, trust me, man. My headaches was killing me, man. It was killing me. You don't even know. Like, woo. I was like, just trying to sleep, drink a lot of water, and I still wasn't getting enough sleep. I was still sleeping like 4 or 5 hours a day. And it took me I think like a good 2 weeks for me to really feel like sipping again, man. It was kind of torture. I'm telling you.
So your work schedule is like all over the place then, huh?
Yeah, it's like that sometimes. It switches.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. So I couldn't find any bookers. So I got the next best thing here. I got a bottle of Baker's here.
There you go. There you go.
We'll pour a little bit of that to celebrate Charles being back with us.
Oh man, appreciate that.
How's it going, Sean?
It's good, B. Oh well, okay. It's good, B. How you doing, man?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah, good to see you guys again. It's been too long.
Oh yeah, man. I feel good. I feel like myself again. Telling you.
Crazy bright right now. Let's there we go. That looks a little better. All right. Well, I'm glad Charles is feeling better. That's good to hear, man. Glad to have you back with us.
Me too, man. I'm telling you. I've been incognito. I wasn't doing nothing. Sleeping. I wasn't even working out. Like, that's not like me. I work out like every day. Wasn't doing anything.
Yeah. So, man, a lot's happened since the last time we talked, like in the world. I mean.
Go ahead. Speak.
Yeah, it's been, let's see. So, Lakers are still terrible.
You talk about that?
Even with LeBron back, the Warriors and the Suns are just destroying people. Then we got all the political stuff, but whatever. Apparently we might be talking about nuking Ukraine, so that's something.
Yeah, the world is a crazy place, bro. Real crazy place.
Yeah. But anyway, let's talk about some basketball.
Yeah, I believe like the problem. I'm gonna speak about what I think the problem with the Lakers is mesh. It takes chemistry, but when you got two players that really can't shoot, that are your primary ball handlers, Russell Westbrook and Taylor Horton-Tucker, it changes the way the defense sees you. So they're like. I got to give them more time because I'm a Lakers fan, so I'm biased for the Lakers, but I don't want to say Russell Westbrook doesn't mesh, but for what they have, the way he plays, if he can't shoot, it stops Anthony Davis and it stops LeBron. You get what I'm saying? Because they're all trying to attack.
Well, I mean, Oakland's not that far away from where you are, Charles. Just become a Warriors fan.
I like the Warriors. I've never stopped liking the Warriors. I think Steph Curry's skill set is. I'm hesitant to say pound for pound right now, he's the best all-around player in the league. I like Chris Paul. I like Steph Curry. I think just
I would agree. Like from a skill level, for
yes.
Sure.
I got into an argument. I have a friend who's a coach, and we argued who was better skill-wise out of Kevin Durant and Steph Curry. And I said that if Kevin Durant was Steph Curry's size, I say Steph Curry would have a better skill set. I think Steph would still be able to. KD can still shoot, but I've never seen his passing skills. I don't see him manipulating the offense in the same way that Steph does. Steph, he really knows how to play the game, man. Really.
Especially, last year some too, but this year especially, Steph's off-ball movement has been crazy. The dude is always setting picks, or he's always doing something. Guys, he's constantly setting up plays.
Yeah.
And there's not a lot of other guys in the league that are doing that at that level.
Yeah, he manipulates defense and offense. If you watch it, like he could be on offense and watch how the defense is playing him and run another defender into their own player to set a screen for himself. And it's a channel, I think it's Thinking Basketball, and they do a lot of analysis.
Yeah.
I said, man, that's a high IQ play because most people wouldn't even see that. Like you freeze just to get you to set, you see what's going on, and you're picking your own player. Man, that's his next level. Yeah, like when it comes to KD, I tell people he can shoot his ass off. He has a nice handle, but he's just shooting over people. He doesn't like manipulate people. He just course. So, and I'm not saying that he's not great, but he's so great because he's 7 foot. And he got hands.
His arms are like gorilla arms. He's got like the longest arms of any human to ever live.
Yeah. So it's like, man, he's just a unicorn. That's what he like. He's like LeBron. They're unicorns. Like it's genetic unicorns. Shaq, a genetic unicorn. Giannis is a genetic. You can't emulate that. But like Steph Curry, the average person can play like Steph if they practice. So that's what's so. I mean, I'm not saying that you're gonna have to be as talented as him, but that's hard work. That's not genetics. That's just maybe hand-eye coordination may be genetic, but his ability to think it and play it, make the right reads, take the good shots, ridiculous. Just
his basketball IQ is got to be some of the highest in the league right now, if not the highest. I mean, what he's doing on the court is amazing to watch.
Yeah, I put Chris Paul up there. I just think that, of course, Steph Curry is a better long-range shooter than Chris, but Chris is a good person too. He's the same way, and I think Steph Curry finishes on the same level as Kyrie. They got the best finishing around the cup I've seen for people of that size. It's ridiculous. Like I look at Russell Westbrook, right? He go to the cup a lot. Man, he missed a lot of bunnies. He missed a lot of layups because he just
Russ is hard for me to watch. He that's the dude. Just he does stuff all the time. I'm just like, bro, come on. I mean, and like he even knows it. Like you'll see his face, like when his turnovers and stuff. And he's just like, what you gotta do.
Russell's number one thing to me is his aggression. Like when he goes, and when he you can tell he's losing a little bit of athleticism before he could dunk all of those. So now he's laying them in and he's missing them. Back in the day, he bam, it would just be dunk, So
I mean, like if I want to watch an aggressive player these days, I'm going to watch Giannis because he's just a monster.
I like Ja Morant. He's also another one that's uber athletic, uber aggressive, and never got to lay nothing in because he can dunk everything. Just everything.
Yeah, there's a few guys that are kind of approaching that kind of Shaq level of dominance.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, man.
This Booker's is nice, man. I haven't had this in a while. It's been kind of sitting on the shelf. Pretty good though.
Hey, shout out to Common Lou. Much respect to you. I hope everybody's doing great. Cheers to all of you.
I'm not even seeing the comments. I was on private chat still. Common Dante, what's up, my brother? Good to see you. Yeah. Oh, hey, you got that old Forester 100. Yeah, I'm glad you're liking it, man. Yeah, that's man, that was my budget go-to for a long, long time. Yeah.
Yeah, this Booker's is scary good, man. I think it's really good.
So that's the latest batch, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah, I've been eyeing it. I mean, the thing is, it's just I'm really hesitant to buy $100 whiskeys. So I'm let down.
I get it.
So you're saying it's worth that at Benjamin, huh?
I think so. What you think, B?
I love it.
He says he loves it. Yeah, I think it's good. But I'm also like you. I'd rather stay with the if I can, the cheap ones. The cheap ones are always good. So as long as the cheap ones is good, you ain't missing out. I mean, I feel the same way. Like they always gonna have another colored pair of Jordans. So do you need everyone? Do you need every single one? They're always gonna have another Halo. Do you need to buy everyone? Or another Grand Theft Auto? Do you need to buy every edition? Play
always going to be another Fast and the Furious. You don't need to see.
There you go. Another Star Trek, another Star Wars.
Yeah. And the last 3 Star Wars I could have missed and not been sad about it at all.
Oh, I didn't. They made 3 more Star Wars.
Yeah. So I don't know if you guys caught that. See this here? This is not.
Oh wow.
I was in the woods, and this is poison ivy. I got it here too.
Oh, wow.
Let me find the camera here. The light's kind of blurring out. I am covered up, man. Sleeping has been irritating because I also have it in places that are less comfortable than my arms.
Yeah.
So
how do you avoid that? Can you like is there any way like you got to dress all the way up? Like how do you?
I mean, everything was covered except I was wearing a short sleeve because it was warmer last week. It was in the 60s, 70s, and we were cleaning up this little hunting shed we'd found on one of the properties we hunt. And I guess I got into it somewhere. I
Mhm.
mean, I was covered everywhere but my neck, head, and like my arm. But
Wow.
yeah, it's all over my hands. It's been a frustrating week. Not sleeping good, and on top of that, of course, I might be feeling run down from not sleeping good. Hard to say, but anyway, yeah. So that's what that is. I don't have some like weird disease or anything. It's just poison ivy.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. I think sleep is the most important thing that anyone can do. Whenever you're not feeling good, just sleep. But a lot of people they sacrifice they sleep so much
Yeah.
that they don't understand as like more than anything, sleeping and
That comment, I don't agree with it. Sleep when you're dead.
nah, you'll be dead by not sleeping.
Exactly.
So
Mhm.
so it's better to I try to like yeah, I try to express it. I don't think there's anything wrong with work. I don't think there's anything wrong with hard work, especially when something that you feel passionate about, a purpose to, by all means. But you still got to understand that when you lack sleep, you're a risk to others and you're a risk to yourself. And I want people to live. I always wish the best for people. So try to get as much sleep as you can, as long as you're not sacrificing, the goals you need to survive, whatever that may be. To each is their own.
Yeah, I try and get 7 to 8. Usually more like 7, but
Man, a dream. I usually get like 4 or 5. I've been trying to stretch it out to like 6 or 7, but it doesn't work. Schedules, man. I'm trying, man. And then I got other things that family people that sometimes you got to look out for and
yeah.
take
Well, I
people
mean,
to doctor appointments, So
I definitely have not been getting 7 this week. I know that.
yeah, I can tell, man, that itch, that poison ivy ain't letting you sleep. I can understand.
Yeah, especially when you have it in the lower regions, and it's
Don't even, I can only imagine.
oh yeah, it's been a fun week. Yeah, because I don't know, because they form these little, these little like kind of pus bubbles, which is gross. And I guess when you're showering or whatever, it kind of spreads because the poison is still somewhat active in
Yeah.
the, and yeah, so it just started on my hands a little bit, and then it's just progressed as the week went on. So it's been fun. But anyway, yeah. So let's see what we got in chat here. This
Live
week,
art this week. Oh, go ahead. You read it.
I've been in the 6 range. So first off, what's up, Live Wire Whiskey? I feel like I've seen you on other lives. I can't remember where though. Maybe Lifetime Whiskey or maybe over at Whiskey Row. I'm not sure. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere though. But yeah, good to have you, man. Tuesday we are on Junkie Stream, and then up late with them. Oh, okay. I'm reading terribly because I'm reading through a crack on my screen and wires. It just kept going with various things all week. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, life's that way.
Are you more than free to, if you want to hop on Livewire and hop and converse about anything? You always feel free. Anybody wants to chat. I just like good conversation. So let's talk about basketball since we're talking about it. Who do you think? Who do you think is the strongest contender? Strongest contenders to win the NBA championship this year?
Oh, it's Suns or Warriors. One of them. One of those two is going to take it.
What about on the East?
What about who?
On the East. East.
Oh, I don't think it much matters.
He said it doesn't matter. So you don't think New Jersey or Milwaukee are the strongest on the East?
I mean, I don't see Milwaukee repeating last year. They're not. I don't know. They're not as together as they were last year. I mean, last year they were a powerhouse, and I mean Giannis is still putting up the crazy numbers, but
Yeah.
the rest of the team just isn't. They're not meshing as well as they were last year. And the Nets are hit and miss. Sometimes they're good. Sometimes they get blown out by a team that they should not lose to. So I don't know.
What if Kyrie comes back? Would it change your thoughts?
Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't even like Kyrie. I mean, I think he's kind of a basket case, but I mean, he's a heck of a player. Yeah. I mean, now as far as like his stance on the whole vaccine thing, I get it.
Yeah. He doesn't. I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah. I mean, my whole thing with all those kind of things is I don't like when anybody is forcing things on people. I don't care what it is, and I don't care what the reason is, honestly. I mean, I get that, we're in this thing, whatever. I'm not even going to address. We all know what the thing is.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think people should be free to make their own decisions. Period. I don't have to agree with you. I don't have to like it, but I want you to make your own choice.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm. From what I know, from the history of I've read and been taught, that's what the country is for. It would be freedom to give people the freedom to make their decisions and deal with the consequences of their actions. The freedom to own a gun, the freedom to use it responsibly, and if you don't use it responsibly, to deal with the consequences of it. So there's some things they like. Even though they try to say some things are mandatory, like quote unquote car insurance. But if you have like $25,000, you don't need car insurance because you got the money set aside. So they still give you freedom. You got freedom to break the law. So
yeah,
you say, oh, it's. I don't know. I don't even like getting into those.
It's clown world.
It is.
Yeah.
You got the freedom to tattoo your face. You got the freedom to wear purple hair. You got the freedom to kiss who you want to kiss, even if I don't like it. Like you say, if you want to vape or smoke, that's your choice. If I want to drink whiskey or not, that's my choice. I want you to have that choice. If you want to not go to the doctor and pass away, that's on you. I'm not mad at you. You want to eat sugar all day, that's your choice. That's what people they want to force people to do what they want to do. You got the right not to believe what I believe. Don't have, it is what it is. I respect that.
Well, I mean, here's what's crazy to me, and I get that this is a novel virus and all that kind of stuff. This is new to us, and it's ever changing. And now we got the Omicron variant and whatever else. And I mean, what's crazy to me about the whole thing is that the flu virus is constantly changing. That's why there's a new vaccine every year.
Yes.
And so the same thing will be true of this COVID crap. It's going to keep changing. It's never going to stop because that's what viruses do. They're always trying to change so they can propagate themselves and keep spreading.
This is true.
Go ahead.
So what's crazy to me though is the hype, like the media, like just pushing fear on people, and then on top of that, if there's almost like this, and even beyond the media, it's become part of kind of public think that now if you don't get the vaccine, that you're actively trying to kill people. Like that's how it's, it's like you're so irresponsible. You're like in the same category as like active shooters now.
Exactly. That's funny.
It's like, I don't know. It's gotten so out of hand.
That's funny.
I can't believe that that's where we're at.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh, you didn't get oh my God! You didn't get the vaccine. You're a demon.
And what's really insane about it is that sure the numbers are higher than flu numbers, but they're not that much higher. We're talking about percentiles that are almost insignificant. Now, not when this thing first started, but I'm talking about now, the current numbers. So let's bring it back down to earth here. Let's be like kind of reasonable about things, but that is out the window.
I listen. People that do what's right for them. I'm not going to hate on you if you get vaccinated. I'm not going to hate on you if you don't. That's your choice. And if you get it or you don't, and you still catch it, do you blame the people because you didn't get it? I caught it, but I caught it if I got it. So what does it matter? That's your choice.
People that are vaccinated are catching it all the time.
I mean, it just.
Well, I think there's also this misconception because the media has done a terrible job of what a vaccine does. It does not prevent you from getting it.
Exactly.
No vaccine does that. It just lessens your symptoms. That's all any vaccine has ever done.
Yes.
So like people will like lose their minds when like, such and such got COVID and she was vaccinated. Well, yeah, of course, because that's what's happened. all of human history, that's what's happened.
Yeah, it's gonna happen, man. This whole even the social media thing, like you can't. It's like you gotta be this parrot now. You can't say what you really think. Like it's a lot of people,
You can.
No, but it's like it's the whole backlash of it. Oh, you're not responsible. What is what I think? So I can't actually say that I don't want to do it, like, and without getting the backlash, if that's what people want to do, I just
Look,
that's why
which
people
is-
say no comment so much, because
Yeah.
they speak up about it in a different way, because anything you say, anybody can slant it any which way they want to slant it. So sometimes people just won't say nothing.
Most of the people I know who stress the vaccine
Mhm.
are the same people to me that I don't really relate to. They're more scared. They're more scared of the world before the virus.
Yeah, you told me that. I don't think like that. I think it's a lot. This is my bias, because I'm biased, and I think it's more women that are going to do that, but doesn't mean they're always scared. They're just more herd type people. So it's like when somebody says, "Oh, they don't like this group," because somebody else said it when you can't prove it. That type of people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, with mine though, they more fear based. So
Yeah.
if they was fear based, back in the day, it's even worse because of this virus. And then on top of that, they still not trying to enjoy life like it could be the last day. And that's another funny thing to me is that, okay, you got all this protection, but you still ain't having fun. You still ain't enjoying life.
I'm gonna live wire. Whiskey says I had 2 friends die in the last 10 days from COVID. Sucks. Now, my question is this: were there any other health situations? Because a lot of people usually, like, it's less than, they said, but less than 1% people are going to die from it. Less than 1% is what they believe. I think when they started, it said for like 1 to 5%. And most people who do die from it have had other type of ailments. So
Yes.
I'm not saying people have not passed. I'm sad, sorry for your loss. My condolences. I'm still curious: is COVID itself really killing people, or is it other factors involved with killing people? And would they even and put that out there? Will they really put that out there? And I know COVID is real. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just wondering how many people are in great health. It's just
Sean Baker.
Mhm.
I think he had caught it, and I think he got over it like in a week.
Mhm.
And he just, he stopped working out for a while. He had headaches, or a little bit of headaches. He ate more meat,
Mhm.
and then now he's back to his normal self.
Yeah. So it's like what Dave Chappelle said. He said, "I caught it and nothing happened." He said, "I thought something wrong." So I'm not knocking it. I'm just always curious. Like, I don't want to see anyone die. It's like, this is what I'm gonna say. This is gonna be kind of, like, if I said, my friend, people die all the time, but it's like they have more sympathy for COVID than they have them for like somebody diabetes, or my friend got hit in a car accident, But it's like that's just as real, or like it's so I don't know which way to stress it, not to diminish anything. I just think, man, it's so many other things we should worry about. We shouldn't stop worrying about this just because of this, That's all. People dying because of hunger, people dying because they can't get employment, whatever it may be. I don't know, so.
Well, so Live Wire Whiskey just mentioned the highest,
That's sad.
The highest comorbidity to COVID that we know so far, and that is obesity. So leading comorbidities, in other words, factors that lead to death from COVID, are obesity, diabetes, hypertension, and what's the other one? Number 4 is another very common thing among, I think it's heart disease. So if you're overweight and diabetic, which are things that go together very commonly, then COVID's not going to be good for you. But that has nothing to do with COVID, like you were just saying, Charles. CNN, like a month or so ago, they were saying how COVID deaths had passed the Spanish flu and Black Death and all that stuff. Well, so yes, but there's so many like caveats to that statement. Diabetes and obesity and hypertension were not problems back in 1910. And not to mention the fact that the population of the world was much, much lower. So there was a lot less people to even get infected in the first place.
I agree with that.
So when people in the media throw out these, very polarizing stories like that, it irritates me, because all they're doing is pushing fear. It's not really based in anything. I don't know.
Yeah,
it's not based in anything that's helpful.
I like what Live Wire Whiskey said. He says, we tell people in our streams, talk to your doctor. Don't get your opinion confirmation from the internet. I totally agree with that. I totally agree. I'm not a medical professional. I'm not telling anybody anything. Your health is your concern. I want you to be healthy. Don't live in fear, I say, but if go to the doctor and find out what's right and wrong with you. If you feel like that, if I feel like that to me, I'm going. So I'm never gonna tell somebody not to go, and I'm never gonna tell somebody what they shouldn't do. Do what's right for you. I'm just another man on the internet that has an opinion like so many other people. No expert, like drink whiskey and I eat bad food and play video games. So don't listen.
Yeah. We should probably get back to basketball, right? We were doing better with that.
No, it was cool though. Yeah. I enjoyed the conversation with Live Bar Whiskeys. I'm overweight and type 2 diabetic. It didn't kill me. It's one thing I'll say. This is the only thing I have to say against the medical profession is that a lot of it, I think, is for money. Like, because I've heard so many different stories from so many different people. Like this, and this, and this, and they do this, and now I'm good. So, and with the different doctors, we don't know what happened. So it's like it's a practice. So a lot of times they're not really like I believe that nutrition and how you eat and how you work out is the most important thing people should do. Most people won't change what they eat and they won't work out. Like most people won't walk even a mile a day. They won't even get that. Like, and that's something that should be just natural, no matter what. If you can't walk 5 to 10 minutes a day, I mean, I understand if sometimes you're sick, but most people won't even try that. And that's where you're taking all these pills, but what are you doing to keep yourself healthy unless you're just incapacitated? You know what I mean?
Live wire here. Yeah, live wire. You and Kyrie both with the flat Earth thing.
Oh yeah, the Earth is flat.
It is. Yeah, that's why when we have eclipses, you just see it. You just see a flat line on the moon.
Yeah, that's what it is, right? Yeah, flat line. Yeah. I've been all around the
flat line.
I've been, like I said, say the globe. I've been all around I've been all around this flat square. This disc. You know?
No, it's a disc. It's a disc. All right, you gotta get it right, Charles. Been all around this disc.
I've been all around this disc.
I can't find my baby.
This was probably 3 or 4 years back. I just went on some flat Earth forums just to amuse myself. And so there was this guy that was adamant that Antarctica surrounded the whole world and it was an ice barrier to keep us in so that we didn't fall off the disc.
It makes a lot of sense to me. I'm joking. You know, I've read a lot of J.R.R. Tolkien, and the world was flat at first, and then Uru Avatar made it. I'm joking. I'm joking.
I got a purple unicorn.
Yeah, I do too.
It's not just a white one; it's a purple one.
I got one too.
Rare.
So it's not as rare as you thought. If I have one,
mine is a different shade of purple.
I'm joking.
Like what was crazy to me about this theory is like this guy just completely forgot that we have planes. Like we can just fly over it. It's not even a problem.
But people believe what they want to believe, and you got to let them believe it. Like I'm not here to tell them that even if it can be proven. Listen, the world is flat if you believe so. If you believe it is, you're not hurting nobody by thinking it's flat. Keep on thinking that. You know.
When I played Breath of the Wild.
The sun.
There was a wall I couldn't pass, and that was because it's flat.
The sun is an ornament in the sky in our dome in the flat Earth.
B just proved the Earth is flat because of Call of the Wild. Oh man!
But that's what's awesome, though. I mean, like I said, it's awesome that you can.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna shit on you.
Yeah, if you choose to believe that.
What you think, we can still hang out and chill. You know, whatever works.
I agree. I'd be like, hey, the world is flat. Do you like whiskey? Yeah. It's just that simple. Simple. Hey, AZ, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, man?
Hey, the gaming awards yesterday?
Me? Mm-hmm.
No.
What was on it?
I think you can download. There's a Matrix game. I think you can download.
Yeah, Awakening the Matrix. Yeah. Right. Yeah. I tell everybody, let me give my little promo. The most awesomest thing ever is the Video Shield. You should get one. Xbox Game Pass on it. You can play all the Xbox games, and you got GeForce Now, so you can play all your Ubisoft games, all your Steam games. Not all of them, but most of them. Epic games. You put Stadia on there. Play Stadia thing. I don't know about PlayStation Now. I haven't tried that yet. And yeah, it's dope. And then, I got LG OLED. I wasn't going to get one, but they have GeForce Now on it, so that's dope. Yeah, technology. Why? Because I couldn't get a PS5 or Xbox. I probably could have, but I'm just saying I ain't about to go drive somewhere when I can't just order it to my door. Man, the best thing you do is get a NVIDIA Shield. I just think NVIDIA is killing it.
Just don't let Matrix hear you say that, because he will stir up that argument again.
Oh yeah, it's cool, but the video shielding is even I don't care about any it's because it's the streaming technology. It's like once you get a 4K streaming device, like what else? Like how much until they come out with 8K broadcast? Like I don't care if it's 5 years old. Like you can get a MacBook from 2012 and it's still dope as long as it's doing what you needed to do. So you know, and the web, so it doesn't matter. All that matters is can it stream at the quality that you needed to stream to look good. And that's mostly your internet. So because the internet is so, it's like you can have a phone from 4 years ago as long as it's not slowing down. Why would you need a new one? Unless you crack the screen or something. Like just.
The thing is, though, is that I am firmly of the belief that phone companies are not allowing that crap anymore.
Oh yeah, they're trying to.
Planned obsolescence.
Doesn't matter. Heater.
I mean, does it come across on the mic?
Yeah, it probably does.
You guys cold there?
It's a little cold.
I see Charles is bundled up. He's got the hoodie on, the whole thing.
Yeah, it was cold outside. It's cold outside.
What's the temperature?
Hanging AC said, "I'm gonna wait until the PS5 is like $150." I understand, man.
I'm gonna get that thing at a pawn shop.
I think truthfully, I think people should go PC, and because it's so hard to get the consoles because of all this stuff happening in the world today. They need to start just streaming. Is where why buy a console when you can stream? You know, like I understand sometimes you want the hard media, they take it away from you, but it makes it so much more simpler. It makes it so much more simpler. Little subscription fee, you know, you can or like the way GeForce Now is working, man, it's worth it. You get like a $3,000 PC for $99 a year. Like as long as your internet is the best, I'm telling you.
Our cable company's still a thing. I don't know, bro. So here's the thing: like here in Kentucky, our cable came free with our internet. Like they don't even charge us for it.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that's
cool.
dope. It's changing. Like make me want to move, man. Just like I hear some of these great stories. Like
I seen you something about the houses, right? Like the houses here is like
ridiculous
7, and then I seen where houses in like Texas was like 400-something thousand, was way bigger than this house.
Yeah, and go to Detroit and they're like $30,000.
So Charles, I don't mean to put you on the spot, but what's the square footage of your home?
I don't know about heart. I want to say 2,500.
You look on Zillow.
Yeah, you look it up.
Okay, well, let's just say 2,500. I'm sure you're close. All right, so now this is including my basement, but I mean it's living quarters. I mean, because part of my basement is like storage, and then the other part is like a bedroom. So it's not it's not just like a concrete floor. So I'm right around 2,800, including the basement. Right. So similar. Now, so what would a 2,800 square foot home cost you in California?
Depends where you're at. I'd say about.
All right, so around your neck of the woods, what are you looking at?
700,000.
Woo, man. Okay, so with that in mind, just guess what we paid.
I have no idea.
And we live in one of the better neighborhoods in town. We're in town. Well, I mean, we're right next to the middle and high school. I mean, we're about, I don't know, 1,000.
That's right. That's about right. What I said. And the price would be $734,000. That's what the price would be to buy that house. $734,400. The rent, they say it would be like $3,984 a month.
Man,
that's crazy, right?
So Charles, I want you to just throw out a number. I'm not going to say what we paid, but just throw out a number. Guess what we paid. So it's 1,400 square foot upstairs, 1,400 downstairs, in a decent neighborhood in town. Now, granted, we're in a tiny town, but nonetheless,
150,000.
I think 2 something.
High
twos.
High twos.
Yeah.
68.5.
Oh wow!
Whoa!
I don't want to go that low. Wow, that's dope, bro.
That's why we moved here, because
that's dope.
So
my
parents were already here, and the reason they were here is because my grandmother was here. My grandmother and grandfather moved here from LA like back in the 60s. So my mother actually grew up here. Well, I mean, from the time she was 12 on. And so they moved back up here because my grandfather died years ago. So she's getting up in years. And so to help her out, they moved back up here. And, my dad was always telling me about how great it is up here. And I was like, I don't know. It's a tiny town and all that kind of stuff. And so finally I got tired of Florida because when we moved, we were going to be paying $1,600 a month for a 1,300 square foot home. And I was like, nope, not doing that. Rent, it wasn't even ours. So, and that was one of the cheaper homes. It was not even a nice neighborhood, none of that. So I was just tired of doing all that. So we moved, and now we have our own place, and bills are not a problem, and it's chill. And now
that's how it should be.
And now I can afford to collect whiskey, which is not a thing I could do down in Florida.
Yeah, well, I could go deeper into this, but like, I'm going to dive into the economics of it. They could build more houses and make everything more cheap, but it's a greed thing. It's a greed thing, and they could put a high speed railway where people wouldn't really take too much people's time. Like they got a homeless area in between Los Angeles all the way to Las Vegas. They could build stuff, put a high speed transit there, boom, and but people don't want to give their money. They like that, that cost. I don't know, man. I don't have the answers. I'm trying to change myself.
I have the answer.
Do you?
Yes. My purple unicorn is about to take a dump, and it dumps money.
Wait, what now?
He said his purple unicorn is about to take a dump, and it dumps money. That was okay. Yeah,
it's that simple.
She said it's just that simple. Yeah. Okay.
So B.
Yeah, I don't know where he's left field, bro.
B is on that good stuff tonight.
Yeah,
it is good. So no, I think you just got to just make a whole lot more money.
No, you don't. That's the thing. There's other places to live.
That's dope. He says, still live in the woods. Says my house costs less than my car, and I drive a cheap car. That's the way. Like I okay. As far as home could be anywhere. I could live anywhere. I tell you the truth. I love California. I love the weather here, but I could, because you guys sometimes I think about it. Like, is it really worth living here? Like, you can move somewhere else, and I'd have so much money in my pocket. You know what I mean? And I could just not work ever again if I wanted to. So it makes sense sometimes to live other places. However, I'm not used to living other places. So it's like, do I want to move to Texas? Do I want to move to Kentucky? I think about things like that.
Here's the thing: is that I felt. I mean, like I said earlier, I kind of felt the same way. Like I was like, do I want to live in a county that only has 22,000 people? Is that something I want to do?
I'd be cool with that. I'd be cool with 0 people, just me. As long as Amazon and
so here's what comes with that, though. So the number of restaurants around you are pretty slim. Movie theaters, any kind of that kind of entertainment.
Don't care about none of that.
Very, very fun. Well, me either. I mean, because we cook a lot at home.
Yeah.
Movie theaters are not great for me, but I'm just saying for a lot of people, that's their typical weekend. They're going to go out to a nice restaurant. They're going to catch a movie. They're going to, whatever else. And so as long as you're fine with that, then it doesn't matter. But you just have to know that that's what it is when you move out here. And so, but on the upside, though, you don't have to worry about money. Like, I mean, like if I wanted to take a month off, it'd be fine. Like it wouldn't even, it would make no difference in our lives hardly.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it, man. I'm always thinking about it because I like money. I like opulence, but I'm not opulent. So like I don't really care like people would think. I really don't. And yeah, I think about it a lot. Like I just need peace. I like peace and quiet. I like the trees. As long as I can stream some movies and do some push-ups and drink some whiskey and entertain myself in other ways, I'm good.
Bro. Anyway, hey, so I'm seeing a lot of fellows from the recent stream. So I don't know if you guys saw, I posted on Facebook I was not going to be doing a live tonight, but then my man Charles texted me I was like, well, I got to hop on if Charles is going live because I haven't seen my man in like 3-4 weeks now. So I was like, you know what? Let me just slam some emergency and some vitamins and get some energy here because I was kind of feeling crappy. And now I got some whiskey in me. I feel a little bit better, at least temporarily. We're having a good time. But so anybody that watches me regularly, if you don't mind, follow me on Whiskey Wars at Facebook because then I can communicate with you when I'm not live or otherwise. So that way you guys know what's going on. And I'm sure that Charles has a way to communicate with you as well. So yeah,
if you want to, you can post that in the chat. Post Whiskey Wars on Facebook. Whatever links you want to post. Anybody want to post links for people to check them out or follow them? Feel free. I mean, this is for anyone that if you want to grow your channel. I'm never going to knock people for that. Me, I just want to have fun on here. That's why I think I suck as a YouTuber because it's more just about do I feel good? Do I have having fun? Like I don't look at it like a business like most people. I just don't. It's because I want to have that artistic freedom. I just want to come over here and just freestyle and drink some whiskey and have fun and not think about it. I just want to enjoy it. And
I'm enjoying it.
I know. I can tell you like as a girl, he's like I'm enjoying it.
It smells so good.
Yeah. So I want anybody who enjoys it just have fun. It's just about. I'm sorry to make me laugh. Yeah, man. I'm happy. I'm just happy that you're here, Brother Sean. RS Matrix says that I like having a gold toilet, but I don't need to brag about it and have it surrounded with emeralds.
I tell you, I was just looking back through chat here. We missed all kinds of gems here.
He says, "Do the emeralds provide a better crap?"
Then Matrix is asking me if KFC is better in Kentucky. No, it's not.
Well, it might be. Go to Kentucky.
Thought about that, right?
Yeah, that's a good one. That's California pizza chicken. Better in California.
I doubt it. It's not that good here, so I doubt it's very good there.
The first time I had California pizza chicken, I was in Hawaii. Ain't that crazy? I'm like I was in Hawaii. Oh, that's another place I could live. I love Hawaii, man. I like water. I like the beautiful waters. That's like I guess that's my scenery, the thing that I like, the aesthetic of it.
The Bahamas. Oh my God.
Yeah.
I love the Bahamas. And I could just be there forever. That was like heaven to me.
I gotta go to Kentucky. I gotta go, maybe I'll buy me a house in Kentucky. I might just buy one anyway. I'm that rich. I'm gonna buy me a house.
There you go. Hey, I mean, I don't know about now because we've been here 2 years, so I would say inflation has probably moved things up a little bit. But I mean, you can get a decent place here for under 100,000 pretty easily.
But there's always going to be a rise and a fall. Give it a 10-year scope. Everything rises and falls over a 10-year period. Sooner or later, there's going to be another situation, catastrophe, and something. It'd be the right time to jump into Tesla, which is going to blow up. Or let me be a stock advocate for a second. I'm going to tell you guys. I'm not a fiduciary. I'm not your financial guru, but I'm going to give you guys some advice. 5 stocks you should buy in. I'm not going to go in a lot of different sectors, but I'm keep basic. Nike, because a lot of people like to wear Air Jordans, so you can always buy some Nike, and they always get new athletes. I didn't say nothing.
You don't have to sell your soul to support Nike, but go for it. Keep going.
Tesla, because everybody want to be part of the new wave with the new smart cars. Sooner or later, somebody gonna buy Tesla. That's two. Apple. Because everybody groupies, and you don't have an Apple, you're not part of the home team. There you go. I'm not going to different sectors. Because another one I'm throwing 2 companies because people are always going to get sick. Procter and Gamble and Johnson and Johnson. You can get any of those 2 because somebody's always going to get sick. And another one, Amazon, which is like tech company, but people always want something. So there you go. 5 stocks to buy. We can go back over them. It doesn't take a genius to pick those 5, and I promise you, over a 10-year period, you will not lose any money. Thank me for that. I didn't even throw in the video. I didn't throw in Walmart. I didn't throw in anything else.
I got 2 more I can add to that. You just have to not care about your soul at all.
Go for it.
If you have no problem selling your soul for money, then I would invest in Pfizer and Moderna.
Yeah. I agree with that. Yeah. I agree. Yep. But yeah, Johnson and Johnson cover that too, and so it's like you always like Procter and Gamble. You always got to wash your clothes. You always got to wipe your butt. You know, there you go. So I'm telling you, I can tell you other stuff. You know,
it's a new IPO. Uber.
I'm gonna not say that. We're gonna strike that from the record.
Okay.
We gonna not that ain't. We gonna keep that one out.
What did he say?
He said, like he got Uber Eats. They got regular Uber, and then he said he got Uber Santa Claus. You get it?
I got you.
Yeah, and I said, we gonna just not put that out. He's ready to say that. He was like, oh.
Catch you later, Matrix. Good to see you, brother.
Brian go tell you different thing. He go left.
You know what that would make?
It would make a lot, but it had to change the whole. You already know my thoughts about that. So I'm not gonna speak on it. Like, we'll say that a different time.
So question: Does Five Guys still exist? I heard that they were having business problems.
I don't know.
They still exist here.
Yeah, it's like I said, In-N-Out is a damn good. It's damn good. Not sure if it's better than Whataburger. I think it is. I think In-N-Out is better.
Yeah, I had Whataburger one time, and it was good. I remember it being good.
Somebody Lou says not. Okay, you know, I think. See, I like In-N-Out though. Maybe I'm biased. You know, maybe I got to try Whataburger again. Do they got one out here now?
I don't think so.
Yeah, you never know.
Of course, now I've never had In-N-Out, so I can't speak on that. But I've had Five Guys and I've had Whataburger. And for me, like fast food burgers just don't do it for me. I want like a big fat burger. I want like
what about fat burger? You ever had fat burger?
No, I'm talking about not no fast food places. I'm talking about a proper burger made, handmade patties cooked on a real open fire grill. Mm-hmm. That's what I want. I don't want fast food burgers that have been sitting in a tray for an hour.
You need to come out here and try to go to Beachwood Barbecue. You'll love their burgers. There's a lot of places. Yeah. One thing about Los Angeles, we have a lot of good burger spots. If you really want to eat hamburgers, the one to make the hot dogs. Oh, Doghouse. Yeah. They make good burgers, real good.
So this was
for Doghouse.
Like 2 weeks ago, I was rewatching one of our streams, the one where the earthquake happened, and and so then like after, because you'd posted on there like where the earthquake happened, and so then I went on to Google Maps to like look where that was, and so then I was just like checking out your area, and man, you guys have all kinds of stuff around you. I mean, like you were saying, burger places, pizza places. You guys have like 10 pizza places like within a mile of you guys.
Yeah. And where I stay in Carson. I don't mind telling people where I stay, and everything is here. So like everything, like within 10 minutes to here, we can go. All the good food is 15 minutes at the farthest. I mean, I don't know what you like. Cheesecake Factory, Red Lobster.
No, I'm talking about local spots. I can tell you.
There. Olive Garden right here. All type of. We got everything right around the corner. Like I could walk there in like 3 minutes. Everything.
The only thing that blew me away that came here is the
movie theater.
But then by the time the movie theater came here, I wasn't a movie head like that.
Yeah, but movie theater was never that far in the first place. See, but we got like where we stay. It's a movie theater less than a mile from. Like when we grew up around the areas, it wasn't no movie theaters in this area. So like it's so funny. Most people that come from our area leave and come back. They never or they buy a house or something. It's just funny how it works. You agree with that? Most people, their whole dream is to live over here. So but when we was growing up, it wasn't stuff. It was now it's like, man, this is like awesome. It's like totally awesome. In a way it's not, but it is. Like it's so many places to eat, it's ridiculous. Like ridiculous. 3 or 4 chicken places. It's all right. Like, but I think what happened is they built 3 things happened. Remember, Staples Center came, then the StubHub Center, whatever name it is now, came. Then they was talking about putting the Rams right here. Then the Rams played, and when all that was coming, they start putting way more restaurants because all these people coming to see the football games, and either the football games or the soccer games or the boxing matches, because they have boxing matches here. So somebody just fought here not too long ago. They have big fights here, like you know what I'm talking about, real big fights. So yeah, it's a lot of good places to eat. You would love it out here.
For anyone that's wondering, I am drinking this Booker 7, which I think is awesome, especially at the price point. It's like $50.
And this is deep in your pocket. Too much Century, but it's good. I'm just sipping slow, and Guzzler B's like on his third Feeling good. No, I'm joking. I saw you just poured like 2 of them.
Yeah, small.
I'm still cooking the first one.
But that's why he's talking about
I'm
you,
doing it.
though, because he's on that third glass.
He always like unicorns, man. He's a unicorn head. He's a unicorn, man.
So real quick, I'm just running through the chat here. So we have a place near ASU called the Chuck Box, home of the Big Juan.
Big Juan burger. Look that up.
Big Juan. That's funny.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, place.
Big
Big Juan.
That's another thing I noticed out by Charles is there's like more Mexican places than you could ever eat at.
Too many. It's so many great places. I forget like what's my favorite. Dang, I got to think about it. I like this. There's a place called the Burnt Tortilla. That's really it's really good. I've been there a while. I just thought about it. There's a lot of places I haven't tried. Man, that's one thing. You if you want to eat, right now I go to this place called Mima's. It's in Long Beach, and they got a churro French toast. Oh my God! Then I had a lemon and blueberry ricotta pancakes. Oh, that was delicious. Oh, that was so good. Like ricotta cheese or lemon blueberry pancake. Oh, it was delicious.
That churro French toast sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, look at it called Mima's. MEEMA''S. Mima's. Then they got a place right across the street called the Bacon Broil. It's my favorite breakfast spot. Oh, when they make pumpkin pancake, like now I feel like going now. Like it's so good. It's a bakery. Oh, it's called the John Watts Bacon Broil. It's so delicious.
You want to look at this one? I got my unicorn.
Unicorn cake is everywhere. Yeah, they got so many great places, man. They got so many like this great. My favorite place to eat, even though it's a brewery, is Beechwood. Beechwood is like my favorite. If I get I used to go every day. That's when I was really not even caring. I'll go happy hour every day. Give me a nice cold IPA and pulled pork sandwich or they burgers.
That burger was awesome.
And that was my whole, because I didn't want to cook. So I was spending I could get a good beer and two of the pulled porks for like $20. I was eating that every day, man. I have a friend, he's a brewer named Danny, and we used to go every day. Oh, I love it. You got me just reminiscing of how he started this. Sean did it. It's so many good food places, but I can live in nowhere and still be happy as long as I got steak.
Yeah,
steak. Look, I got a steak.
So, all right. So here's my question. Now, when you make steak at home primarily, right?
Yes.
Okay. Because I'm curious, do you ever go out for steak much?
No, I have, but not much. I got invited to go to it start with an M. Morton's.
Oh,
yeah, a friend of mine invited me to go to Morton's for a party. I'm thinking about it.
I mean, like recently, have you been out much for steak?
No.
Okay, so because when we go out, steak is something I get often as well, like yourself. Mm-hmm. So I've noticed that the quality of the cuts of meat seem to be dropping at restaurants. I'm assuming that's because of beef prices. So I would have to assume that where you used to be able to get a prime cut, you're now getting like choice or something else. I don't know. It just seems like the quality of meat that you're getting at restaurants is not what it used to be. So I was curious if you guys are seeing that out there.
I have eaten at restaurants, and I haven't ate at a restaurant that make a steak better than me. That's just like once I started really getting good at cooking steaks, I go to a steak at a restaurant. It'll be good, but it don't be as good as I can make it. Especially when I get the I go Whole Foods steak. Their quality is what it is. I don't know what's going on, but I've had choice and prime for different places, but Whole Foods.
Yeah, I think
Whole Foods makes the best steaks I've ever had, and I'm not
organic, yeah.
But I'm not like a hunter. I'm not getting like you. You getting killing the bison, killing the elk, or whatever.
Yeah,
I want to try that. Yeah, I got to be the best.
So here's the thing. Actually, what is it? Yellowstone is going to open up hunting of bison like this year, this coming year. They need to get rid of something like 800 or 900 bison, which I mean that's way out of state. So I can't even imagine what a tag would cost, but. I mean, a bison would fill multiple freezers.
Yeah.
I can't even imagine how much meat that would be. But
I would actually, if if I could find like a person who sells their own hunted meat, I'd probably buy that because I think and I just need a bigger freezer. I'm with that, man. I like good meat.
Well, I mean, I don't know what the rules are in California, but here in Kentucky, you can't sell game meat unless you get a really special license. But it's hard to get. You have to get inspected constantly.
Maybe we can trade. It's not selling, you know. I'll hook you up. You hook me up. Barter.
Which is weird, really, because I mean, game meat is actually much safer for you than the meat you're buying in the store. But it's just, that's what the rules are. So
I think about a lot of stuff, man. Life is fun. I'm having fun, man. Woo! I'm hyped up now. I'm like, yeah.
So I'm curious your opinion on that Booker's. So I know you guys are liking it. So my personal thought on this Baker's is, now I like the palate. I think it's good, but personally, I think the nose is better than the palate. What
I can't say that for this. The nose is good, but the taste is even better, and it smells really good. He's if you can hear how he sounds when he says it, it's like how I'm just not going to tell you how he be saying it.
Oh, I heard him. I heard that like whispered yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it is. It smells very good.
Yeah, he be on one. So I thought I'd be on one, but B be on one. Like,
yeah, I want to count the smell, just like the whole house smells.
It smells good, but it tastes good. Like on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm just being biased right now. I give it I'm trying to. Is it the best I ever had? No, I give it a strong 8.59. It's there. It's up there though. It's really good. So because like when you start giving it like a 9, it's on that Johnny Walker Blue Label, that McKellen. I don't know if it's quite there, but it's good. You know what I'm saying? That like, oh my God, I'm really drinking this. That Blue Label is like, oh, once you had that Blue Label, and it's like, my God.
Right. So here's the deal, Charles. I've been saving that Blue Label sample you got for me for when you hit a milestone on your channel. That's what I'm holding out for.
Well, there's never gonna be a milestone for us because for me, if we had 1 million subscribers, it'd be like any day is the best day. It doesn't.
I know. It's just once we get to a certain point, I figured we'd have a mini celebration. I'll break out the Johnny Walker Blue Label and we'll do a thing, whatever.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever you set your goal. Like I have when we had. Okay, let's make it unreachable. Something's unreachable, and we had to start pushing it.
200 subscribers.
That's too easy.
Well, I mean, I don't want to wait forever to try it. So
we'll drink it. Like that might motivate me just to have you drink it. So I don't know.
We got 180.
You pick a number and we.
All right. How about I don't even know, what are you at now?
I don't know.
185.
I don't be paying attention.
Let's see. When you hit 250, that's a quarter of 1,000, right? So
okay.
You're a quarter of the way there. Then we're gonna break out the Johnny Walker Blue.
It may be tomorrow then. I'm joking.
All right, let's get it, people. Tell all your friends they need to subscribe to Fun with Whiskey. So that way I can buy this Johnny Walker Blue.
He says Booker's a Jim Beam. His Booker's a Jim Beam product. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is. Yes, basically they're top of the line.
Booker.
Well, I've had Bookers that I didn't like as much as this Baker's, but there are some Bookers that are better for sure. And apparently Charles has got one.
This is good. It's really good. There's no doubt. This is good.
Yeah, we got what, the Donahoe batch, and we got the tag along.
I don't know which one's the best. Today to do a try. Not today. I know you. Like as soon as I said it, he's going.
No.
I'm good.
Yeah, you guys sent me some of that tag along actually.
Okay.
You did?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did, or we?
You did.
We did send you some.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know.
That's what it's labeled anyway.
I forget too. I forget. I gotta send somebody. What was it? Blue. I gotta look at the email because I've been.
I think it was the Blue Label and McKellen 18.
Yeah, we'll do that. I gotta remember. I forgot the brother's name. He sent me an email. I just been so out of it lately, just trying to rest. And today is like I'm really feeling like myself. Man, I'm telling you, I have never had I was like, man, did I get this? Because it was like headaches. I ain't never had no headache. That was crazy, bro. Having a headache, Charles.
Well, I mean, I've talked to a lot of people that have had the Rona that had severe headaches.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I ain't never had it. Like it was all it was. It was a headache. I'm like, man, a headache. It was like bow. I'm like, wow.
You get hit?
Yeah, no, it was like it just made sleeping uncomfortable. Then I was just taking Tylenol and it went away. But it was
my sister get headaches like that.
I never had that.
Had a headache that was like.
Yeah, but maybe I was this from drinking coffee. Like I took the coffee out when I stopped. I used to drink coffee a lot. And every time I stopped drinking coffee, like I say, I drink coffee every day, right? If I stopped for like 8 hours, I would get headaches. Like, but not like how it was. It was like bam, bam. Yeah, I'm like, man. So I stopped drinking coffee. I was asleep, and I didn't want to do nothing. I mean, nothing, and I wasn't getting good sleep. You know what I mean? It was scary. Like, man, I don't ever want to feel like this again with headaches. I'm like, start feeling better. Then, pew. Oh wow, that was crazy. Yeah.
Well, I mean, caffeine withdrawals are a real thing. So
yeah, that's what I think it is. Caffeine withdrawal. That's what I thought because I noticed it, but it was like, woo. But anyway, back to normal now, and I'm not going to drink coffee for a little bit. I haven't had it for the whole time. For the time I've been off, 3 weeks. So it's the first week was rough. Maybe that's what it was.
Maybe it was the art bag.
The art. It was that day. It was that day. It was that day. That night. I was like that whole night. It was like man. Now I was like okay.
I think you took some pills before.
Yeah, because it's when I think it started, but I started drinking stop. I don't know, man. It's over with now, so I don't care. I'm back to normal. Feeling great. I'm hyped up. I'm good. That was rough. I'm telling you, man.
As I said earlier, man, I'm so glad you're back. It's been too long.
Oh man, I'm great. We're back on it now.
Still Living in the Woods says Johnny Walker Blue was pretty overwhelming for me. Again, folks, I'm reading. There we go. Now I can read this. Thank you, Charles. Now I don't have to read through the crack. My wife got me a 200 bottle a couple years ago for Christmas. Of course, I told her I loved it. Yeah, I hear that. So fun story kind of related to that. This was like 3 anniversaries ago. My wife went out of her way to buy me a Blanton's because, she had heard me say that word, I guess. And I assume what really happened is that she had probably heard me say Blanton's at one point, and then she went into the store and asked them what she should buy for me because since she knew I collected whiskey, they probably suggested Blanton's. And so then this jackass that owns the store sells her a Blanton's for $130. And of course, I was grateful because my wife got me a Blanton's, which is, nice, except for the fact it was $130. So inside, I was very angry, but
inside I was very angry.
But I had to be like, "Oh, thank you, babe. That's really nice." But oh man, I wanted to like punch whoever sold her that in the face because that's like double retail.
Yeah. Yeah, the Knob Creek line is real good. Like that's one thing their consistency with that. Like so many different lines from the beans that it's good, man.
I really like 12, and I'm so low on the 12. I'm like, man, I gotta get another one.
Hey, do what you gotta do, bro.
Really delicious.
Do what you gotta do, bro.
So what I'm waiting for is to find a Knob Creek 12, the barrel proof, the 120 proof. I have yet to see one.
If we see it, man, we'll grab it. Don't worry. We'll get it to you if you can see it.
What about the Jack Daniels? I think it was Coy Hill.
Oh, I'm still waiting to see one of those too. If I ever see one, I'm paying whatever they're asking.
Up to. There's a limit. There got to be a limit to it.
No.
He's a no limit.
Everybody who had it said it is amazing.
So they said $1,000 you would pay.
No.
There is a limit then.
Not for me.
I might. My wife would probably
be a limit.
My limit would be 150.
Brian says it's limited one.
I've had because I went galactic like that. The Angels Envy Maduro. It was good.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was $200 good, but now it's going for like $1,000.
What?
Yeah.
Wow. It's good, but it ain't that good.
No, honestly, if I saw the Coy Hill, I'd probably pay $3. I'd give them $3 for it.
Yeah, you it's just hard to find stuff. I hate that. I agree.
I hate it too. Now I get why people hate it.
I understand when I go to a bar and hope somebody sell it, give you a shot for like $20, and that's good enough just to taste it.
What we need then is more COVID, so there's less people. I know it's a controversial statement, but that's what we need. That way we can find our bourbon.
That's funny.
And if I'm one of the ones that gets X'd out, that's all right. You guys buy the bourbon for me.
Man.
Yeah, so it's going for like $4 to Crazy prices.
When people can get your money, they will, man.
Wait, what's AZ talking about? Are you
talking about the Angels Envy Moderna cast that we had? And I don't know if you see it, but it goes on here is $499 for that bottle.
Hey, I got a little bit of that thanks to you.
Yeah,
guys.
yeah.
Which there's so many samples you guys have sent me that I need to review. Like I'm waiting till I get into that kind of tier of whiskey. I'm still kind of doing budget stuff.
Yeah, budget stuff is the best, man.
Yeah, because budget is good when it's like one, you're just like, wow, they could sell this for like $50, but they sell it for $12. You like, I think the bottle and bond was fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm so buzzed I can't remember the name of it.
How do you say? I'm so buzzed I can't remember the name of it.
The Evan Williams.
So speaking of, I got a video coming out tomorrow, self-promotion. But the old Grad had 114. That's one of those bottles that like it should be more than this. I mean, we probably shouldn't say that out loud because Jim Beam will hear us somehow and start marking it up. But yeah, that OG 114, that's a heck of a bottle.
That's so funny.
I heard that pop.
Yeah, he said that's it for the night, man. He's feeling great. But he ain't drink that much. I gotta give him credit. But when you drink 120 proof, it's gonna get you there. It's gonna get you there.
So what is the proof of that batch? Because Booker's tends to run high. They usually in 130.
32%, double that. 125.5.
Okay, yeah.
It's up there, bro. 125.5.
Man, so that's something like all the releases this year, like so Booker's and like Elijah Craig and Stagg, all of them have been lower.
Yeah.
So I guess it just has something to do with weather recently or whatever the case.
Yeah. I want to get the new like the 9. We saw it. He said we got to get it tomorrow.
We can order it. We can either go or we can order it online.
They
sell it online.
Okay.
Well, you know what I wish I would have got, and I passed it up was the Remus Repeal.
Okay.
Man, because everybody say it's fantastic, and I had it, could have got it, and didn't do it because of Charles.
I'm disappointed, man. What was the price tag on it?
It was because of Charles. I'm gonna blame Charles.
I'll take the blame.
He didn't seem motivated.
I'm suffering.
This is before then. This is before then.
Mm-hmm.
Because now this is before then. I was gonna pull the trigger. Okay, so the price was $84.99.
Oh man, I would have sent you $190 to buy two.
What is the price today?
I mean, you can't get it.
Yeah, you should have did it. It wasn't my fault. I take the blame. Though. It was my fault.
I'm just joking.
I take the blame. It was.
No, it is your fault, but I'm just joking.
I take the blame.
We're having a couples dispute here.
That's responsibility. I can't even say the word. I'm mumbling. I accept responsibility. Let me say clearly. I am the blame.
Well, Charles, I'm disappointed because if I would have known you would have had that bottle, I would have sent you anything you guys wanted to get some of that.
There'll be another day. You never know. We just,
Have you guys had the Blue Run yet?
What's that?
The Blue Run?
No, I haven't seen it. I've not seen it.
I tried to order one today, and as soon as I went online, when it went on sale, sold out. Boom.
It happens like that with everything, bro.
Yeah, you're talking about the rye, are you? Or are you talking about the?
They have different ones now. So they have one that's like every day they came out with 12. So I think since the first, they have different flavors. And today was an apple and I think it was apple and cinnamon flavor one that came out today.
Apple and cinnamon. Ooh.
Is Blue Run? Is that like a? I don't even know where they're located. Is that a California thing? Because
I don't think they're in California.
We're not seeing all those out here. Like so, Blue Run they came out with what is it, the 12 or 14 year bourbon that was a few months back.
I'm looking up and see where it is. Wow, that costs a lot.
And then the most recent release I've seen here was I think the 12-year rye.
Yes. So they have that. So for December they have one for 12 days. So every 12 days they've been coming out with a different profile.
So I think Blue Run's in Kentucky. It says
Well,
Blue Run Kentucky Straight High Bourbon. So if it's Kentucky, it means it must be made in Kentucky.
well, but see, Blue Run is a source product. I'm pretty sure. If Still Living in the Woods is here, I bet he knows where it's coming from. The guy is like a encyclopedia of source products. So I don't know where Blue Run is sourcing it from, but I'm pretty sure they're sourcing it.
Where Blue Run bourbon distilled? Let's look it up.
Now, I'm trying to highlight comments. Hang on, AZ. When you say, I bet it tastes like Great Big League Chew, do you mean the Coy Hill? If so, possibly. I know a lot of people are getting grape notes on it. Still Living in the Woods says, Don? It's not translating in my brain. What do you mean, Still Living in the Woods? Are you in the midst of typing don't know and just didn't get that far? And then Hanging AZ says B.
Castle and Key Distillery.
What's that?
Castle and Key Distillery, where they make it at, I guess.
Oh, Castle and Key. So that is
that's where they distill it.
That's actually that's a Sazerac product then. Because
Blue Run Spirits.
That's under Buffalo Trace. So Castle and Key is what the heck? That's a Blade and Bow. Blade and Bow is made at Castle and Key.
I figured that. I was already thinking that.
So it's actually sourced Buffalo Trace stuff. Then sounds like.
I'm checking it out. I'm going to their whole little thing. Putting my age to get in here.
So tomorrow they have a chestnuts roasting.
Blue Run Press.
It's coming out.
Blue Run Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. So I'm gonna see what it's about.
I would grab some cookies.
Are you?
Remind me when he said that. It reminded me of Hellboy.
I'm gonna give me some cookies.
I'm gonna give me Big Baby. Remember when he said that?
Yeah,
I'm gonna give me Big Baby.
Oh, there you go. Still Living in the Woods is correcting me. So they're not owned by Buffalo Trace. So Still Living in the Woods. So Castle and Key, are they not the ones that are making Blade and Bow? I guess I'm confused.
Well, I can share the screen, but it's not telling me anything about what I need to know about them. It says read more, the bourbon, buy online, find a retail, the bourbon. The whiskey sells out in minutes and wins awards. It doesn't, Kentucky, it doesn't say what it's not telling me like about the company. That's what I'm trying to find out. Is it about the company? The bourbon, buy online, find a retailer, press. Their whiskey, but it's not telling me about them. Gotcha. This is the first time I've seen something that doesn't really tell you.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's really hard to find out stuff about sourced products. They try and like hide it.
Yeah, it's not telling you anything. Blue Run's design philosophy is reminiscent of how Elmer T. Lee reshaped bourbon with the first marketed single barrel and a luxury presentation to match in Blanton's bourbon and booze makes it fashion. Don't be sleeping on this one. Lovely banana foster vibes with baking spices and a fantastic balance of sweetness and oak. I love the bottle so much. It said all this stuff about it.
What you just read, now I'm questioning Still Living in the Woods. See, because they're referencing Buffalo Trace a lot there. I'll
share the screen. So give me a second, and then we can all go through it together. You guys can direct me to what you want to know. Give me a second.
Okay.
Share the screen. I'm gonna share screen. I'm gonna share screen. I'm gonna share a tab, and this one goes right there. Press.
Side note.
All right.
These cookies with.
Can you see it? Can you see it?
Yeah.
All right. So I'm on the press part, and it says their whiskey sells out in minutes and wins awards. I can read more. It says bourbon, Kentucky Blue Run Spirits has what could be considered a mini sweep of this year's awards. Blue Run 14-year-old small batch won Best Small Batch Bourbon 11 years and older, and Blue Run 13.5 single barrel won Best Single Barrel 11 years and older, Best Single Barrel, and Best Bourbon. This is from the Bourbon Review. Then they got Forbes, 15 of the best bourbon for Kentucky Derby season and beyond. Forbes, Blue Run also took top honors for the best single bourbon barrel 11 years and older with its 13.5 single barrel bourbon. Just saying different stuff. Men's Journal, the best whiskey of 2021, according to the San Francisco World Spirits Competition. Okay.
Go to the buy online to see how they come out with these different bottle every day for 12 days.
Okay, hold on. Buy online.
Okay, real quick. So I see the distinction that Still Living in the Woods is making. So
They're not telling me nothing.
All the way down.
So Still Living in the Woods. I put Weller, Stitzel Weller, and Buffalo Trace. I
see.
put them all together because they're
Oh,
owned
wow.
by Sazerac. I mean, I guess you're right.
Right there. See how those bottles, those are different profiles, those bottles.
Yeah, apples and cinnamon, $139. And then chestnut roasting on an open fire.
Tomorrow.
The blueberry would have been good. I like blueberry.
Yeah, I didn't get none of it. I think the blueberry was so. I think there was a problem where it only sold on one website.
All the stuff is sold out.
Yeah.
Like as soon as it come out, it must be sold out.
Yeah. So you got to get on it at like 12 o'clock.
But it's not telling you nothing about them. It's contact us. You can't even. It is info.
All you know is delicious. It's just delicious.
It's not telling you anything. Nothing
delicious.
about them. They're keeping it secret. I've been searching this website, buy online. Nothing about them does it tell you. Read more. I don't need to read about them. Two bourbons followed recently launched Blue. Okay,
Well,
Blue Run Spirits now top. But where's it at? Blue Run Spirits location.
There. I doubt there is one. They're like Bullet. They don't have a distillery.
Yeah, they don't have anything. They don't have. All they got is a number to call. And
I think that Still Live in the Woods solved our mystery. So apparently they're sourcing from old Stitzel Weller stuff. So which is, that's the same distillery that all the Weller line comes from. That's why people are chasing it, because anything related to Weller is like Jesus blood.
I understand. Holiest of holies. Wow. But it's funny. I want to find out information about a company. I shouldn't have to dive that hard to find out about a company. It should be just that simple.
Well, dude, it took me a minute to find out everything that happened with Cobra. And when I tried to look up,
I just stopped. What the hell are you talking about?
Information
about Cobra?
Yeah.
What Cobra are you talking about? Cobra with G.I. Joe?
Yes.
I'm telling you, I'm lost, man. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not riding it.
So AZ, this does not have a cowboy or a wild animal on the bottle, but you should not pass on it. It just has a giant B, and B is a good guy. So there you go.
Yeah.
When you think of this bottle, just think of B, the amazing producer B.
There you go.
Drinking B.
There you go. He drinks.
That makes it sound weird.
Yeah, drinking B.
Yeah, it's hilarious. Yeah, it's cool. All I hear about is how great it is and all their merchandise, but they don't tell you nothing. You don't.
We can get one,
but it's straight. Just like I don't kind of like. I like a more personal touch. It's like it's too business. Buy it because it's great. Yeah, they say it's great, but it's not telling you anything about it. You gotta wear my butterfly hat because they said it's great. Buy
it's
it.
not a butterfly, it's a moth.
Buy a moth hat. It makes no difference.
So here's
good.
I've seen 2 Blue Run reviews, one on the rye and one on the bourbon. And both times the reviews were like, it's good, but it shouldn't cost as much as it does.
They're hyping it.
Yeah.
And they're marketing it. It's about the money. This is straight up. To me, I could be wrong, but I can tell a money grab when I see it. When it's not like everybody, I guess, get in for money, but I like people to get in for the passion. I just enjoy whiskey. I enjoy distilling it. I want you to taste it, and I'm trying to make something creative and different. That's what it should be. But that's not what they're about.
I'm laughing at AZ's comment there. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, butterflies and unicorns on the bottle, hard pass.
B would get that. B would get that in a minute. That's all you gotta do is put butterflies and unicorns. She's like, like purple butter, purple.
There's a rainbow butterfly on the bottle. We gotta buy it.
You gotta get it. You gotta get it. You know him. You got a unicorn on there, a purple unicorn. Oh, he's buying it.
Now we know. how to exclusively market to B only, but I know how to buy any
unicorns.
See, I made my fortune from.
Look at you. He wants you guys to know.
I made my fortune.
What in the?
I'll tell you, this is what he put unicorns on it, boy. That's how he's all in. That's how he made his money.
Unicorn meat.
Delicious.
Oh man.
Hanging as he said, unicorn tastes better.
Good.
Oh man.
Unicorn tater bottle is now officially Blue Run.
Yeah, Blue Run. Like when I go to the website, I can kind of tell like that it's a business venture. It's more. I'm a good social media. I'm not probably somehow people give it great reviews, and now we can market other things other than just that. It makes sense from a business perspective. You know, I understand it.
You got a free bottle.
Here's my guess. I'm just throwing this out there. I have no idea how Blue Run's running their business. I know how a little bit about how the whiskey world works. So I bet Stitzel-Weller had some 12-year-old and 14-year-old stuff that they were sitting on, and they were like, you know what, this stuff's just kind of okay. Let's sell it. And then Blue Run, who is an NDP, comes along and they're like, hey, this is a chance to get our name out there because it's Stitzel-Weller, so we can market the hell out of this stuff, because if you put Stitzel-Weller on anything, it's going to sell. So let's just put Stitzel-Weller 12-year out there, and people will buy it up. And that's exactly what's happening. Because, I mean, where else? I mean, because the only other thing that you can get that's Stitzel-Weller 12-year is Weller 12-year. Or you get into the Pappy line, and then, then you're talking crazy numbers. But, I mean, as far as things that are kind of reasonably priced, Weller 12-year is the only thing that's 12 years old that's coming out of that distillery. So, yeah. So, I guess in some people's minds, even though this might be subpar 12 years Stitzel-Weller juice, in their minds, it's like a deal because it's only $150.
I hear you.
When in actuality, it's probably just average.
I believe it, but hey, they make it. I try my best to never hate on somebody making their money. As long as you're not doing nothing illegal and taking it from people, hey, whatever works. If you can put a poop on a t-shirt and it sells, you sell a poopy shirt, I ain't mad at you. That's your choice. If they want to buy it.
I mean, my thing is I bet that Cooper's Craft 100 proof would stomp the crap out of Blue Run. Like if you blinded them, I bet it'd win.
Like you say, everybody got a different palate though, because some people like certain things, some people don't. I will not spend $130 on something that would make me feel like death the next day. Yeah. Anyway, man, more people coming. Like I feel like I've been hanging on too long, making you stay too long because I know you wasn't feeling the best, but Well,
the whiskey's working pretty good now.
Okay. So what else is going on?
So you asked me who's going to win the chip this year in the NBA. So what is your thoughts? I gave you my predictions.
Truthfully, I agree with you. It's in between Golden State and Phoenix. I don't know who. I think Golden State may have a better chance because they got two lethal weapons that haven't even played yet, and they still kill everybody. So you bring back Clay in the center, man. How you gonna play him?
That's exactly it. I mean, I think if we're honest, if Clay even plays at 80% of who he used to be, that still opens up the floor so much that I don't know how any team defends them successfully.
If Clay plays at 50% how he used to be, if he could just shoot the ball, if he could just do Kyle Culver, you can't play him. You know what I'm saying? Just forget the defense. He's going to make one out of every two shots, just like Steph. They're 50% shooters from the three. You can't play him. That opens up the floor so much. Just him being out there. If he can just hobble down and stay in the corner, even if he don't move, what you want to do? Leave him open?
Yeah.
If Steph drives to the bucket, are you going to leave Clay open? No. There you go. One-on-one against Steph Curry is murder. So that's all you got to do. If he can just do a pick and roll, even just Steph, Steph dribbles too good. If you go under the screen, he's shooting. You go over the screen, he can split it. If Clay steps out, like it depends. They can do a 3-way. I got to really think about it, man. It's hard to play him. We got Clay out there. Clay changed everything.
And here's what's crazy to me is that potentially now they'd have to change their lineup around to do this, but they could have Steph, Poole, and Clay on the floor at the same time.
That's deadly shooting. That's deadly. Poole is a sharpshooter too.
Yeah, and so then how do you cover them? Because then it's just there's too many sharpshooters to cover.
You can't play him, man. I mean, if Andrew Wiggins is a worst shooter, he's knocking him down. How you gonna play him?
Yeah,
and you can't like Draymond Green just facilitates. You gonna let Draymond shoot? He'll get hot too. So,
excuse me for 1 second.
It's all good. Yeah, he said I'm a longtime Sun fan. I tell you, Suns got a great chance. I think they're evenly matched. I think that Golden State has better shooting. I think the Chris Paul factor, the smartness of it, is orchestrating the team. I don't know. We got to see, man. We got to see.
So
unless go ahead.
Here's the thing: is like in my heart of hearts, I would love to see CP3 win a chip because he has.
Me too.
I don't think it's going to happen, but I'd like to see it happen. But I mean, like AZ was saying, I don't think once Clay is back that I just don't see how anybody beats him. I mean, when it comes down to the conference finals, I don't think that. I think Phoenix will win a game or two, but I just don't see him winning the whole thing.
I don't either. I feel like I'm trying to be the only way I think anybody can. Nobody's going to match them with offense. The only way I can see anybody beating Golden State is get them in foul trouble. And how do you do that?
Yeah,
if they let you, they'll let you score. Like so, they will actually let you score so they can shoot. And if you shooting twos and they shooting threes, they're gonna win the game. That's the point I'm making. So they can just let you score. I don't see like how you gonna get you're not gonna stop them because they're shooting too deep. So how you gonna stop them from scoring? You can't.
Well,
so it's like think about what I'm saying. They will actually let you score, not defend you and still beat you.
Yeah. On top of all that, though, their defense has been elite this year. So
I'm not even talking about that, but I'm saying the only way you're going to beat them is get them in foul trouble, and the only way you can do that have big men. But if you we know we get in foul trouble by attacking your big men, we'll let your big men make two because you're not going to rip the ball from us. And as soon as we get half court, we can shoot. And if you overplay us, we got layups. I think we'll hit more threes than you'll hit twos. That's how they play.
Yeah, I mean, and so that's how Phoenix got him the first time is they just used Ayton to death. I mean, Ayton is what killed him, but clearly that didn't work twice. So and that's why I say that Phoenix might if it comes down to those two in the conference finals, Phoenix might take a game or two, but there's no way they're winning the whole thing.
I just don't see it. Let somebody get injured or they get another shooter on Phoenix to even. It's not even in shooting. Devin can shoot. Chris Paul can shoot. But they got three-headed monster. You guys got two. And ain't nobody shooting like Steph. Ain't nobody shooting like Clay. So it's like, man. And they got a center to match you that hasn't played yet. So Ayton get his match. You know what I'm saying?
Yep, true. For sure. And then the thing, here's what's sad to me, is that the Western Conference Finals will really be the finals because whoever they play on won't matter. It's not going to matter. I mean, it doesn't matter what team comes out of the East; they're getting destroyed. And it doesn't matter if Phoenix or the Warriors make it. Either way, whatever team comes out of the East is getting just obliterated. I would not be surprised if the finals are a sweep because it's not fair this year.
I always want to see good games. I just don't see nobody beating Golden State, man. I don't see it unless New Jersey get Kyrie, and that evens it up a little bit because then they have shooting that's somewhat similar because all three of them can shoot. Kyrie, KD, and James. But other than that, they don't. That's the only way they can match offensively.
Yeah, I'm laughing at AZ's comment. A budget bottle bet on this. I mean, I think me and Charles are of like mind here because I mean, like Charles said, unless Kyrie comes back, which would mean that New York has to change its mandate on vaccines, which I don't think is going to happen.
Yeah.
So the only way he could come back, even kind of, is he's playing road games, which I don't think the team is willing to do because of chemistry. As much as I'd like to see him come back, because I think he's a phenomenal player. If he comes back, it would have to be like only in the playoffs on road games, which is going to be tough. Unless somehow, New York comes back down to earth and starts being human again. But, which could happen. I don't know. But, I mean, just because of the political sphere we're in right now, I don't see it happening.
I think California is similar, too. California and New York, they both got that tyrannical, authoritative. I shouldn't say unconstitutional thought. Like, come on, man.
No, you said it right. You know what it is. Life, liberty. That's number 2, and the pursuit of happiness. Right. That is the right. That's the American dream.
Yeah.
Superman. What are the Supermans? They said like the saying.
Are you talking about comic books or something?
No, I think the Superman the movie. They took something out of the liberty and justice for all. Something out of the speech.
And the first one?
This Man of Steel, I think.
Oh, the Man of Steel. I don't know. I got to check it out. I don't remember. They changing stuff to different now. You gonna make me go sideways? Start talking sideways. I'm trying not to go there. Like I'm gonna say this. How come? Okay, now you're making me go there. I wasn't, but Brian tickled me. How come all the Disney new shows they turn all the protagonists into women? Every single show, including Hawkeye.
Yep. Thank you, Charles. Yeah. Okay, so we get a show from Disney called Hawkeye, and it's not about Hawkeye.
It's like Loki.
I thought finally we're gonna get this badass Hawkeye show, like showing his past, how he became who he was, all that kind of stuff. Nope, it's about some teenage girl.
What?
All the shows is every single one. I understand. Like they got Captain Marvel was a woman in the comic book. I understand Hawkeye. I haven't watched it, but I'm like, once somebody said it, I said, oh, I still want to look at it, but I'm like, man, you expecting to see Hawkeye? It's like you thought you were gonna see Loki, not. It was still Loki was good. I'm not knocking it, but still, it was more about the female Loki than the man Loki. So it's like I don't understand why they're doing this with everything.
I'm just going to tell you because I've seen the first 3 episodes. You're going to be disappointed. It is laughable. They have this teenage. Okay, so I'm going to give you a rundown of the first episode. All right. So somehow, teenage girl gets involved in her mother's life way too much, and that's somehow acceptable. And so she is stalking her soon-to-be stepfather. And so she follows him down to this room where they're like black marketing, selling stuff. And then like these Russian dudes break in the room to steal the black market stuff. And then she takes out like 8, these are like mob guys. And she's a teenage girl. Well, I guess she's 22, but nonetheless, there's no way a 22-year-old girl has enough training in anything to take out guys that kill people for a living.
Yeah, I'm just be cool. I'm not mad. Like, okay, let's say Black Widow. Black Widow's supposed to be it's her movie, but you gotta make it realistic somewhat. Sometimes that's what I'm saying. You can't.
They're not getting hurt. I've seen.
But here's the thing though: is that Black Widow is an assassin and she's a super soldier.
Yes.
Yeah. This girl is none of that.
Mm-hmm.
So go ahead, B. I'm sorry I interrupted you.
Well, I'm just saying that I agree. I've had movies where a woman is getting chased by, it's like Michael Myers or some kind of character. At least they getting hit. It's more believable. They get lucky.
You see, Haywire. She was getting her ass beat.
Yeah, Haywire.
Haywire was good. She was getting her ass beat, but she was still kick ass.
But this, like, never getting hit, never getting hurt. Like, it come with ease. No way.
I'm not mad. Like I'm saying, if you make a movie called Black Widow, it's like me seeing Captain America and it's about Black Widow. I'd be like, hold on, this is Captain America? That's what I'm getting confused sometimes with. That's all.
That's my problem with Hawkeye is like, don't name a show something that's not about, because you're selling me this as something that's not what it is.
They did that. He-Man.
Yeah.
I started to watch the second one though. I see they try to make it a little bit better. I think he caught did he do it all at once? Because the first part was all female power. The second part, I can see they trying to make it somewhat redeemable. You know what I mean? Have you watched it?
No.
Trust me, I can see if you guys haven't watched He-Man on Netflix, the first you're gonna be so disappointed from the first.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute, because I watched the first episode. I'm like, wait a minute, this just happened, and you was like, yeah,
it was called. It should be called Tila.
Yeah, exactly.
It should have been called Tila. It still should be called Tila. Tila. It should be called the Tila.
Or like it should be called Hawkeye and Friends. That's what it should be, like Hawkeye and Friends. Okay, then you can be like, okay, I get it now. But just call it Hawkeye.
It should be what the heck is the girl's name? It's something. It doesn't even matter. Whatever the girl's name, it should be her. And Hawkeye is her assistant.
Yeah, Hawkeye and Hawkeye, like Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like you can get mad at that. Even so, I'm not mad if I just want to be misled. You know what I mean? Like WandaVision.
Yeah,
exactly. The key thing is about Wanda. You know what you're watching. You know. I know that. I'm cool. Like they really pulling the. I'm good with that. That's not the problem.
I remember, man.
It's bait and switch is what it is. The bait and switch.
I'm gonna get you upset real quick.
Go ahead.
The Last Jedi.
What is that?
I couldn't. I don't know what that is. About like how Luke was, man.
Yeah, that don't make sense. That
was all about hope.
Nobody came. We came to see what was gonna happen with Luke. That's what we got sold on. You know, at least when I Rogue One, I knew what it was about. I knew it was about James Ursula, whatever her name was. I knew it was good. You like you watch it. I come to see the Star Wars to see what's going on with the Skywalker family. Rey wasn't even the Skywalker. What are you talking about?
Palpatine this whole time, which by the way was a crap ending. Like we could talk all night about how upset I am with the current Star Wars.
I've only seen it once. I've only seen The Force Awakens. I've watched more than once.
Yes.
I only seen The Last Jedi one time in the theater, and I've only seen whatever the second one time.
So speaking of what's his name, Ryan Johnson, right? His name, right?
Yes.
He's actually good, just not good for
that Star Wars.
I watched yesterday.
He took too much
out, and I was like, okay, he is a good writer.
Too much artistic freedom. You can't. It's like
not for Star Wars.
Okay. But
like they should have got a dude they should have made the dude who made Dune should have made that Star Wars, like somebody who understands the material and respects it.
Not him.
It's like I've seen
the thing that everybody forgets though is that Kathleen Kennedy, she's the one
pushing it.
That's ruining everyone's lives.
I think so, but the Mandalorian was good. Mandalorian was good. I was never bad at the Mandalorian at all.
Yeah,
it was dope. The Mandalorian was dope.
That last episode blew me away. I was like, what? Wait a minute, what?
Both seasons was dope. The Mandalorian.
The whole reason why is because Jon Favreau and what's the other guy's name?
Dave Filoni.
Yeah,
Dave Filoni.
Oh yeah, Dave Filoni. Yeah. So those two guys are both actually Star Wars fans. Like they understand the brand, they love the brand for what it was, and they're not trying to change it. Kathleen Kennedy is trying to make it into modern, whatever feminist.
See, I'm a word guy. I'm never opposed to what you can do if you can do it, but I'm not into just stroking your ego for you to feel good. That's what I think is the problem. Like a woman wants to just be that independent person. Do that. I don't care. I think I'm gonna date myself, not date myself, but I have a thought process like Tom Likas. If you want to do it, sure, go ahead. Freedom to do it. Don't mean I respect it, but you can do that. That's what I mean. So I'm not opposed to you, as long as you don't bring it to me.
Even our heroes, dude, can say some crazy stuff. Tom Likas is
crazy on certain things too.
Even with the
I don't even go there. I'm just saying you can agree with certain people.
I agree with Tom Likas so much, but sometimes he could be a little
like how he felt about. Let me be quiet. Like I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, he wants the tea.
Yeah, that was unreal. Like for real. Dude, you think like it's because they don't like his present. Nobody liked his presentation. Yeah. It wasn't how his policy. It wasn't how good, like how he was thinking about America first. Nobody liked that. Yeah. It was because of who he was, and he said stuff that you may think like, I don't want you to bring your problems from your country to my country. Oh, something's wrong with it. No, he's just trying to protect us.
Yeah.
So I'm done. You don't have to like.
What if he was like look like Brad Pitt? Would it be a different?
You got to say it the right way. You can't say it. You can't have a bias You can't say it. Oh, you're hurting their feelings.
Yeah,
you got to say that's what it is.
If girls find him attractive more than if people are attractive, they would give him a little bit more love than they gave.
I agree with that. I totally agree with that. I agree with that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I'm not trying to go anywhere because I'm like, you don't have to agree.
So here's the thing, though, on that. My personal thought is that the people that are leading the charge are lesbians and transgenders and gays. So how attractive you are as a male doesn't matter. What? Tell me I'm wrong.
I'm not saying anything. I don't be quiet.
How attractive you are as a heterosexual male is irrelevant because the people that are attacking you don't care about that.
I get it. I understand what you're saying. I'm just not going to say anything.
It's want that agenda push.
It doesn't matter because we're the enemy. No matter what we think, we're the enemy. Unless you think like us. Unless I tell you that my name is really Charlene.
Not happening.
This is why. What's the name that the Olympics want to change itself into a chick?
I'm cool,
so
bro.
You can operate in with Lana. Lana was it?
I'm done. I'm done. Don't let me get into that, man. I was thinking about. Oh man, I'm not knocking nobody. Okay. We go here every time. I never want to go here. I'm trying not to.
Let's get it, Charles. Let's get it.
No, I'm just listen. If you want to be, I think people are crazy. I'm crazy. You got the right to be crazy. Just don't force it down my throat. That's what I'm gonna say. When we start making crazy normal, like it's cool to think how you think, but just don't force on other people. And when you tell me I'm wrong because I believe the world is flat.
Okay, so
I'm joking.
Here's the only thing I would subtract from that, Charles. Now I know that you are much more accepting, I guess, than I am.
Yes.
But so here's the only thing I would retract from that. It's not okay to think crazy. Because I mean, that sentence actually identifies the problem because you're thinking crazy. So it's not okay. Okay.
Let me interject. If I don't know that you're thinking crazy, then you can think crazy because I don't know it. I don't want you to be crazy, but I don't need to know it. That's what I'm saying. Do it in the privacy of your own home.
Here's the problem with that, though, is that crazy people tend to influence or try to influence people around them. And that's it normally doesn't just stay within their little crazy bubble in their mind. It usually affects other people. And that's where the problem comes in.
I understand. My statement is this, because when it becomes a fine line, because what is...
Uh-oh. Did we lose you? I think we may have lost Charles. Chat, can you see me still? Just type anything.
Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Right, Charles. All right, we're good.
I'm sorry. I say it's a fine line between sane and crazy. It's a fine line between sane and crazy. So I try never, as long as people don't force it on me, that's all. Because I think a lot of things that people do, I wouldn't do, but it's normal to them. So it's like somebody got 1,000 cats in their house and sleep with their cats and kiss, the cats and stuff.
Oh.
To them, may be normal to them. Somebody else, it may not be normal. So I'm really careful for what I say is crazy. You get what I mean? Because they may have raised animals like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. There are certain areas in life where we can definitively say that's crazy, like kind of more universally, more than just whether what Charles or Sean thinks is crazy. I'd say there's issues that most of us agree is crazy. I think you know where I'm going with this.
Yeah.
Like for instance, if you pretend to be a thing you're not, then I think that universally, pretty much, we're like, well, that's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I agree with that. I think there's a lot of crazy people. I was driving today, and I saw this man just walking down the street, talking to himself, and just having a full-blown conversation. And that's crazy to me. And I'm thinking, I don't understand that. Like, what happened? The trauma, the mental trauma. I don't understand. I can't understand what type of happened to me, my psyche, to make me just lose touch with reality. I can't. I can comprehend it. I just can't empathize with it because I just, no matter what's going on, I just couldn't. I don't know how to lie to myself that great or just lose touch with reality. I don't. So it's something I would never understand. Like I can accept.
There's a reason, even though I wish he would curse less, but there's a reason that Dave Chappelle is probably my favorite comedian alive right now. And that is because he can do comedy with also a large measure of philosophy and psychology mixed in. And so I think what he said on the whole trans thing is probably about as good as you can say it. And that is, how much do I have to participate in your delusion? And I think that's really the big problem right now, is that we're being asked as a nation, as a world, to participate in delusion. And I don't think that that's healthy for anybody. It's not healthy for the person with the delusion. It's not healthy for anyone being asked to participate in it. Because if we were, you would not do that with anything else in life. Like if someone thought they were a giraffe, and nowhere else in society would you be like, well, you have to accept that this person's a giraffe. Why? They're crazy. Why would I do that? That's not helpful to them, to help them think that they're a giraffe. Why would I participate in this delusion? And the thing is that in real life, I work with people that are actually delusional. I mean,
a lot of people are delusional, and it's like you can't even.
No, I mean, like they're in homes where they are being treated for this.
I understand.
And so, you know, they talk to themselves, they carry on conversations that are not real with people that aren't there. You know, and so would it be helpful to them to then encourage this kind of behavior? No, of course not. Because that's why they're being treated. So you know, they would not be in this special home if they did not have a problem mentally.
But a lot of people have, to me, there are problems mentally, but we let it be normal. I don't understand. That's why I'm saying I don't get it. Like I want to ask people. I guess I'm like Dave Chappelle in that way. I really wish I could ask people what happened to you. Why do you think like that? Can you explain it to me? So you don't want to be you anymore. You want to be a tree. Tell me why. You know, I wish I could really ask those questions. And you can't, because I'm offending you because I want to know why you think you're a tree. What makes you? How do you know that you weren't supposed to be you?
I am Groot.
Yeah, how do you know you were supposed to be Groot? I want to understand that. And we just, oh my God, he's talking about me. You just don't accept. Why can't you just accept it?
Well, Charles, it's because photosynthesis is the best.
It is. I know it is. Okay, you're one person. Why do I got to call you we when you're one? It's just one. It's just one you. It's you. There's no two.
Or they. I love the they.
Yeah. There's more. There's somebody else other than you.
We are present.
Okay, you're part of the Borg. I get it. Where's your other drone? I just see you as a singular person. See, again,
you know, that's why Chappelle is just the best, because, you know, in his latest stand-up, he's like, so when you say I'm going to be attacked by they, do you mean you they or they?
Yeah, I think the same. Which day are you talking about? I think just like this. This is the way I think, and I just hold it in because I know saying the wrong thing. It's just weird, man. It's the weird world we live in. It's like you offend the wrong person, everything goes. You know, it's just you can't. It's just, man. I don't know. Are we really free? You know what I mean? I don't really want. I want to be free, but I don't want to be that free. You know what I'm saying? I want to put on pants. I don't want to walk down the street, because we as humanity, we are groups of people, and we should want to fit in somewhat with the group, where we don't make other people in the group be fearful or not want to associate with us to a certain extent. I don't want, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so I don't want to be the only person walking down the street with no pants on talking about, hey, this is, you guys should accept it. That's weird stuff. You know what I mean?
So that's, see, I think that's where the media is not helpful, because it puts us in this mindset where if you don't accept this, then you're creating fear. And I don't think that's reality. I think that we can have healthy conversations. They're not encouraged right now at all. Yeah. But I think we could have healthy conversations about this in a normal way that's sensible. You know, like you were saying, well, why do you think that you're a woman? What led you to that thought process? You know, what happened in your life that got you there? Because, I mean, here's the thing that no one's talking about is almost every single time severe trauma is what's happened that led to this person believing that.
I tend to see that. I tend to see that. I do understand that sometimes there, like I say, you could be hermaphroditic when you choose one I'm leaving that alone. That's not what I'm saying. But if going back to the tree analogy, I just want to know what made you want to photosynthesize. What made you want to photosynthesize?
It's just the best. Because turning the sun's energy into food is just the best thing you can do.
I knew since I was little, when I was a little seedling, I was a tree. They told me I was a human, but I knew I was supposed to photosynthesize. I knew I was supposed to, I knew you guys were breathing oxygen. I was breathing CO2.
I'm running through the chat here. I have the best conversations with myself, Commandante Lou says. Yeah, agreed. Yeah, I mean, unless you argue with yourself, and then, whatever. And then playing along with someone's mental illness is not doing them any favors. I would agree with that.
I agree too, bro. Man. Woo. Man, we've been going for 2 hours, bro. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to end this because I'm going to let you relax and hope you feel better. And I'm going to relax and try to be healthy.
I'm going to hit it. I haven't drank a whole lot tonight, so I'm just going to hydrate a little bit for a half hour or so, and then I'm off to bed. But so glad to have you back, Charles, and B as well. B, eventually I'm gonna convince you to get on camera. It's gonna happen someday.
Someday. I've been on camera for years, man.
No, you haven't. I've never seen your face a single time. I don't know what you're saying.
He's been on camera. I can't front about that. You got to look for him.
Okay.
But not on this channel.
I got you. Okay, so, well, I'm assuming due to the kind of anonymity we're trying to keep going here. So B, you don't want to share this other channel or way of life that you're living, this secret life of a tree that no one's supposed to know about.
He wants to be private. You can investigate, but if you find it, it's not that hidden.
Okay, fair enough. All right, I will
start back in the day.
Wait, what was that?
I was a porno star back in the day.
Okay, that's what I figured. Yeah. I mean, you're like 6'7", so I would imagine that's a good industry to get into. All right, guys.
All right, everybody.
You guys again. Had a lot of fun. Good night, everybody.
All right, peace out.
Unicorn meat.
Unicorn meat.
That's it. Get that purple unicorn bottle. That's